Hey everybody, welcome back. This video training we're going to be going through scripting your sub-milestone content. So basically how to write out and script or frame your delivery of your content, your videos. And this is really, really important. Probably the most important video in this entire training in terms of how to create the content in a way that provides value, is transparent, authentic, but still brings in patience, which is the end outcome, the end goal of everything, right? That's what marketing is for, is to get more patients, more sales, and to be more profitable and grow your practice, grow your business, right? So that's why we're marketing, is to get patients in the door. And this video training is going to be the most important part of how to do this the right way that's going to end with more patients in the door. So let's just jump right in. We're going to go through step-by-step little checklist. By the way, this checklist right here is going to be down below. You can print this off and use this to write out your offers, write out your videos until you get more comfortable doing them. So I'm just going to go through all of these, and then we can kind of go back and do a quick example, right? So the first thing is you're going to introduce an update. You're going to introduce yourself and update people on what day it is, or what's going on, or what just happened. Number two, just wish everybody well. Hope everybody's doing great today. Third thing, today's video is about blank, right? So this is where you're going to introduce your topic. So right away, you're going to introduce an update and tell everybody what's up, how's everybody doing. Hope everybody's doing great today. Today's video is about blank. Introduce them to what you're going to be talking about. And then right away, before you start talking about it, do a quick plug or call to action. By the way, if you're looking for a solution to X, or if you're looking for a treatment, or if you're looking to schedule an appointment, click here, call here, send them to your offer. All right, so you're immediately going to introduce an update. You're going to tell them what the video is going to be about that day, and then before you go through the content, you're going to deliver that call to action. You're going to tell them what to do right out of the gate. And you have to do this early and often. You have to tell people what to do to get the offer, right? Then you're going to go into telling a 30 to 60 second story or backstory about the topic and why it's important, right? You're going to start to elaborate on why you're doing this video, why it's important, and then start to connect that backstory with the milestone in number 6. And then right away, as soon as you start to connect the backstory with the milestone, then you're going to again plug in the offer. Again, if you haven't already, get the offer by the call to action, right? So tell them again what to do if they need to get this problem solved, right? Number 8 is where you can kind of start to go into a little bit more detail and start to address things like false beliefs, and you can start to handle objections or reference testimonials or research or use data, right? So again, just like you kind of do in a consultation, except for you're plugging in the offer, the call to action throughout, right? And this is the key. You've got to plug in that call to action at the very beginning, in the middle, and at the end, not just at the end. Then you're going to go into the number 9, if you're watching this and you're experiencing blank, can you see how this would work for you too? So you're getting them to agree. This is really important. You want to make sure that your ideal client, customer, patient that's watching it, if watching it and it's relevant to them, you want to get them agreeing with you and saying yes, subconsciously and consciously. And so it's really a really good strategy and kind of a little bit of a trick to plug in, hey, if you're watching this and you're experiencing this, can you see how this would work for you too, right? If so, get more information or learn more or get the offer, or make sure you click here to get this, right? So again, you're plugging in your call to action and your offer. And then you're going to sign off. Hey, that's it for today. Next time, we're going to be talking about blank, right? So you're going to hook them into the next topic for the next live that you're going to be relating back, right? So you're going to kind of hook them into the next video So if they watch that one and they're not quite sold, the next video, maybe you're going to address the next thing that would answer that question that they need to be able to take that next step and schedule an appointment or to take advantage of your offer, right? So you're framing the conversation for next time, you're hooking them in. And then it's always a good idea to sign off any type of post with, hey, please comment with questions or feedback, give us a like and a share, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching and have a great day, everybody. Right? So really simple, really easy. If I could summarize this in a very simple form, it's just going to be introduction, checking in with everybody, showing transparency, showing energy. Right away, tell people what you're going to be talking about in that video that day, what that topic is about. Before you go into the topic, you're going to tell people to take the offer, get the call to action. So you're going to tell them exactly what they do to get the offer if it relates to them. Then you're going to go into telling the backstory and why it's relevant, why you're talking about it that day, how it relates. Introduce the offer again. Then you can, if you want, you can circle back and go through testimonials, research, objective data, handle objections. One of the things that I'll do is I'll say, hey, you know what? You might be thinking that this wouldn't work for you because X. Well, let me be clear about this. And you go through and handle that objection. And then you're going to say, so if you're watching this and you are experiencing this, and do you see how this could work for you? You're getting them to agree. And then you're going to plug in the offer one more time. And then you're going to sign off by hooking them into the next video, right? So you should have kind of this all pre-framed out by now in terms of what content you're going to create and that process. So you know what content you can put into what order, and you can hook them from one video into the next, right? So if I were to do a quick example of this, I could say something like, hey everybody, this is Dr. Brian Green with Annapolis Pain Management. Hope everybody's doing really great today. Today's video is about my favorite stretches for chronic low back pain. By the way, if you're looking for a solution for your chronic low back pain and you want to avoid drugs and surgery, make sure you click on the link below and you can sign up for a free consultation with one of our back pain experts. So the reason why I'm doing this video today is because in our practice, we see a lot of patients with chronic low back pain. And one of the questions that we get a lot is, what can I do at home to help get relief? Or are there any stretches or exercises that I can use to help find relief if I'm traveling or if I'm getting ready to play golf or be active? And so we are constantly educating our patients in our practice on different stretches they can do. And so what I want to do today is I wanted to demonstrate for you and show you my favorite stretches for chronic low back pain. Now keep in mind, you need to be, it's always smart to be assessed by a physician and make sure that that you're doing these safely and make sure you're not hurting yourself. But for most of you, you can do these at home safely without any issues. And if you do these and you do experience pain, it's even more important that you schedule an appointment to speak with us about what options are available. Now, let me go ahead and just demonstrate the stretches and show you how and why they work. So I connected the backstory with the milestone. So hopefully you guys like these stretches. Keep in mind, this is not, physician advice. Kind of go through a quick disclaimer about this is just a stretch that we like. Make sure that you do it safely and consult with your physician and your practitioner. One of the things you can always say that's a nice disclaimer is I'm a licensed physical therapist or I'm a licensed physician, but I'm not your licensed physician. So make sure if you're watching this, you're being careful, and that if you experience any pain or discomfort while you're performing these exercises, to seek expert opinion. All right, so put a quick disclaimer in. It's always a good idea. And then right away. So again, if you haven't already and you are experiencing chronic low back pain and you're looking for a solution, make sure you click on the link below to schedule a free consultation, and we can set up a one-on-one appointment to talk about different treatment options available. Now, I know that some of you may be thinking, these stretches aren't going to work for me. Or I've already tried stretches. I've already been to physical therapy. I've already tried this at home and it doesn't last and it comes back. You know what? And that is true sometimes. If you just do stretches, if you just do those exercises and they provide some relief, but then it keeps coming back, that's a bigger sign that there's something deeper going on. And that's a really big red flag or a good indicator that you need to seek expert opinion and be assessed and see what's going on at a deeper level, right? So just because you tried the stretches and they work for you for a little while, but then that discomfort may come back, that's a good indicator that you need to take more advanced protocol, or you need to kind of take that next step and be assessed more thoroughly, because there's probably something deeper going wrong, right? So again, if you're interested in learning more about our treatment options in our practice and you'd like to find a solution for chronic low back pain, if you know someone, make sure you click on the link below to get the offer, and you can schedule that one-on-one consultation. So that's it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Next time we're going to be talking about the different types of equipment that we issue to patients, like back braces, that provide them with more sustained, more lasting relief beyond their treatment. We talk about different back braces and which ones are good, which ones you need to avoid, and all things in between. So please comment with questions and feedback. Give us a like, give us a share, and we'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day, everybody. All right, so that's kind of a really quick example just on back pain, because that's bread and butter for me. And even though I kind of stumbled a couple times because I literally just did this off script, I don't have anything in my hands, I'm not reading anything on my desk here. It provided value, provided facts, it provided information and insight. I showed energy, and throughout I sprinkled in that call to action, what they need to be doing if they're a good candidate. I'm pre-qualifying through the conversation while still providing value, right? And so obviously with that video, I would have plugged in and done the stretches or two and explained what I'm doing and why, but that's it. It's really not that complicated. You should have a lot of fun with this, because those milestones that you've picked out should be things that you get, easily excited about to talk about. And if you mess up during the video because it's Facebook Live, it's okay. It's okay to mess up. Just stay in, be a good doctor, be a good physician, be a good marketer. Think about providing value, and people are going to look past the ums and the uhs and the stutters and the lost in thoughts. It's okay, because it's Facebook Live. People understand. They're looking for transparency. They're looking for authenticity. They're looking for unscripted content. This is why it works so well. All right. Now, the secret to all of this is, again, to sprinkle in that call to action multiple times throughout the delivery of the content, making sure that you're dropping that in there in the beginning, in the middle, and in the end. Always redirecting people back to your offer, right? So here's some quick video tips that you can use while you're creating content. One is to smile and get excited before, during, and after, right? So get yourself in state. Avoid reading word for word from a script. Study your content prior to setting up and doing this. Once you get used to it, it's really easy to just do this off the cuff, but you really want to avoid reading from something. You don't want to read from a prompter or read it so it's overly scripted, because people are gonna feel it. It's gonna come off inauthentic, right? Your phone's camera is good enough, right? So this is transparent marketing. This is influencer-based marketing. Your camera's phone is going to be more than good enough this day and age. The quality is going to be good enough. Don't try to go out and invest in a bunch of media equipment or cameras. It's not necessary. Just use your phone. Keep it simple. When you're doing the videos, make sure you look at the camera and not the screen. This is a big deal, because people are going to be watching, and they're going to be able to see your eyes. They're going to be able to see where you're looking. Look at the camera. So look where the camera is on your phone, not at the screen watching yourself. All right, so this is really a little video marketing strategy that a lot of people don't know, but make sure you're looking at the camera. I would also suggest getting a small microphone attachment for better audio. Audio is one of the things that can really take a really great piece of content and kind of make it come off as average or not so great, just because of the quality of the audio. So little microphones you can pick up very cheaply off Amazon. They plug right into your phone. They're about 1 inch or 2 inches long. Those work really well. It keeps it nice and simple. Always present positive body language, right? People can feel and read your body language as much as see and hear your voice. So good posture, getting excited, be tall, right? Those little things that make a big difference. I suggest using a tripod or a gimbal for better quality video, less shaking. If you're holding your phone out in front of you, you can get by with it, but just be careful. If it's really shaky, people aren't going to want to watch it. So have something that's stable. Good a video on a tripod is always a great idea. A gimbal, something that you can move and walk around with, that's fine as well. Or just have one of your staff or your team members record the video for you. Being authentic is more important than probably anything else on this list. Be authentic, be you. Let people get to know, trust, and like you through your content. And by the time they come into your office, they're already going to be ready to take your recommendations and move forward. You don't have to try to impress them. They already know who you are. So just be as authentic as you can. People are going to really appreciate that, especially this day and age. Over deliver on value. So don't hold back with delivery of your content and your value. Don't worry about giving too much away, because I promise you, you're going to have a hard time giving away too much. People, one, they expect a lot of value these days. But two, even if you give them everything they would need to be able to do at home on their own, people inherently still need help. They still want help. For example, I wrote the books that you guys can read. A lot of this stuff is already in there, but because the book versus a video that's a training or even one-on-one, you want that extra step. You want more value. And so if you're showing people how to do stretches at home for back pain, don't worry about them doing that stretch and then not needing you and then not coming in. It doesn't work that way. They're going to do the stretches. They're going to appreciate the information, the insight, and the expertise. And then when they do need you, they're going to come to you, or they're going to recommend someone else come to you, or they're just going to start following you, and eventually they'll need you for something else. The next thing, be consistent. Really, you have to be consistent with this type of marketing for influencer-based content, physician influencer marketing. You've got to be consistent. You've got to commit to this. You can't just do a few and then stop. I'm guilty of that in the past as well, and it doesn't help you long term. You want to be consistent as possible with this. That's really what's going to start to attract a bigger audience, start to pull people into your world, and to start to build that following, right? And you're going to convert more and more cold traffic, basically people that don't know that your service or product can solve their problem. And you're going to convert more cold traffic to warm traffic, which are people that now understand that you have a solution to their problem, and they're starting to get to know, trust, and like you, and they're just waiting for an opportunity or an offer to be dangled in front of them so then they can jump on board and take action. All right, so be consistent, really important. Do this daily, at least every day during the work week or business week. The more you can do it, the better. In fact, not just daily, but doing it 2 to 3, 4 times a day. Doing it as many times as you can is always great. And then the last thing is have fun. Have fun on the videos. Enjoy it and engage with it. If you're not having fun with it, people are going to feel it as well. And so that's it for as far as the video tips. We're going to be talking about how you can repurpose this high value content to create what's called omnipresence. And this is really exciting because you've just put in all this work and effort into structuring your offer towards your ideal patients, creating your funnel, and now you're putting great content out there in the form of Facebook Live. I'm going to show you how you can take that same content that you just created and repurpose it and put it into multiple forms of media and text that now you can be everywhere. So you're not just on Facebook Live, you are all over, and people cannot not see your content. So this is really exciting. This is where it kind of gets to that higher level, that next step. This is what separates the good practices that do good marketing from great practices that do great marketing. So I'll see you guys in the next lesson.